Dobro jutro svima, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear partners. It's such a pleasure to welcome you today in a really spectacular environment, I have to say. So it is double the pleasure, but also especially to welcome you to this discussion on a very, very important topic that we will delve into in the next couple of days, discussing ethics in higher education with this eminent group. A few words to start, and then it will be all about you and your expertise. But just to set maybe the decor here of our discussion, corruption in higher education is not a problem only in Montenegro, it is a problem around the world. And the plagiarism phenomenon has garnered much of the media attention in the last couple of years. But it's clear that it doesn't start with those very blatant acts that of dishonesty that we see that draw the attention of media. In fact, it starts with little things, with tolerated minor acts that occur daily, such as homework copying, essay meals, favoritism, or disregard for rules and standards. Today, we're faced with an even more complex challenge that takes the form of companies profiting from the fabrication and falsification of research, fake diplomas, even fake evaluation credentials to higher education institutions. And in societies where a lot of weight, of course, is given to academic achievements, and this is regarded for in our elected representatives, well, one of the best ways to gain prestige is to have such an academic degree. And this has led to huge plagiarism scandals involving a number of high officials in several European countries, in fact. So in this context, the Council of Europe has invested a lot of efforts in addressing concerns over corruption in education, particularly through its network of specialists called ETINED, the platform on ethics, transparency, and integrity in education. The underlying principle ETINED relies on is that all relevant sectors of society should commit fully to fundamental positive ethical principles for public and professional life, rather than relying only upon top-down mechanistic regulatory measures. Hence, systems of higher education should build the reputation of graduates and research products. Full trust in the education system can only be achieved if the highest level of research and academic ethics are guaranteed. Preventing unethical behavior requires regulatory and institutional reforms, which have indeed taken place in Montenegro with the recent adoption of the law on academic integrity. Moreover, higher education institutions have taken concrete steps in promoting and safeguarding academic integrity. Ethics and integrity competencies of students and teachers are further sharpened through focused trainings and public debates. And it is with a lot of pleasure and pride that I can say that with your excellent cooperation and support, this was heavily also supported by the joint EU and Council of Europe program, Horizontal Facility. Now, bearing in mind that the last years have also brought some additional challenges, the COVID-19 crisis has prompted a revision of academic integrity-related legislation and policies. Also, a few cases of alleged plagiarism of university professors and high-profile politicians have recently been reported through national media. Some of those have not come to a clear resolution, mostly due to inefficient and unclear investigation procedures with the higher education institutions. New institutions such as the Ethical Committee and the Agency for Quality Assurance in Higher Education should take the lead now in working with the higher education sector to address academic misconduct more effectively. And we hope that the relevant institutional capacities will also be significantly improved by the end of our project. Now, that being said, a few final words. It would be wrong or naive, perhaps, to think that all would be solved with solely relying on new regulations. Efforts towards addressing integrity issues should go beyond legislative and institutional frameworks and reach out to the society and achieve a deeper shift in the mindsets, in the attitudes of people in general. So in this respect, the idea of establishing coalitions or academic integrity networks seems interesting on many and relevant on many levels, given that education fraud increasingly goes cyber, goes digital, and affects society at in all its layers. Also, a comprehensive communication campaign to inform education providers on the contemporary academic integrity challenges should be considered. With all of that, I am confident that today and tomorrow will give a space for very fruitful discussions. I count on all of your active participations. Thank very much our experts for their contributions to these discussions. And I encourage you to make the most of it, and I very much look forward to hearing from all of you. So thank you very much.